an eclipse across Arkansas. I'm Chris May, along with our daybreak anchor, Ryan Houston, and two meteorologists who have more than a passing interest, I think, in astronomy, Chief Meteorologist Barry Brandt and meteorologist Melinda Mayo.
So, team, we have been waiting on this.
Yeah.
Today is the day. We are about an hour out. How is everybody feeling?
I'm excited, aren't you?
Yes.
And
There is a lot of excitement.
we would like to welcome you to Winthrop Rockefeller Institute, which
It
has
is
been our
gorgeous
home.
here.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, what a treasure in the state this place is.
It really
right,
is.
Right.
You two were up here last night talking with some of the folks who had gathered. We know the excitement just had to be off the chart for them.
NASA engineers are here on this property right now getting ready to study this because Barry will talk a lot about this. There is research that can be done only during a
Right.
solar eclipse. And so this is their opportunity to get a lot of that data today.
And when we were talking about this months ago, we were saying, the thing is, we've got to have clear skies, or at least just high thin clouds that you can see through. And guess what?
Yeah.
We have it. This is better than we could have imagined. There's no doubt about that, even though we may have some of those high, thin cirrus clouds that eventually come this way. But this has been phenomenal, and there is a lot of excitement going on.
You know, the path of totality, which is the key, Arkansas finds itself right dead smack in the middle of it. It starts from the Pacific coast of Mexico and goes all the way up through Newfoundland, Canada. So different places have different types of weather today. But, yeah, we could not have gotten much luckier than with what we have here.
I think this is one of the best in the country.
You do,
Because
yeah.
the farther northeast you go, the time of totality is a little bit less. You go
Right.
up into the northeastern United States. Here it's longer, and we have the good weather, unlike Texas or parts of Texas anyway. So
Yeah, no doubt.
it's great.
A lot of public events are happening all over the state today, but really, if you're home and watching us, you don't have to go far. You can go right in your backyard and watch this eclipse happen.
Absolutely
Absolutely.
true.
Yep.
But
You
safety
got to
first.
have
Those are the
everybody.
key.
Here we are.
Absolutely the key. And people have been looking through them and saying, I can't see a thing. You're not supposed to.
Right, that's the idea.
Until you look at the sun. And we
Yep.
can already see a little bite out of the sun.
Yeah, I would say it's coming up maybe on 20 to 25%. The moon is taking a little chunk out. So if you have these, turn us up, go outside, and look, because it'll get more and more and more. The amazing thing about this is I'm having trouble with my mic. It keeps coming down. I'm going to correct this. There we go. I think we're better now. The amazing thing is all the way to 70, 80%, it may look a little, the colors outside may look a little muted, but it's still going to be bright. 85, 90. You get to 95, and in that last few minutes,
Wow.
that's when it takes a dive.
And you've been to.
I have. I was
A
in St. Joe,
total
Missouri
eclipse.
7 years ago, and I thought, it's going to be cool. It is way cooler than anything you've seen. It's crazy, the emotions that it kind of response from the crowd. Because people come from all over the world, and you wonder why. Why do they do that? Well, once you see it, you might kind of get a glimpse of why they do that.
And it's also physically cooler as well. Our temperatures will drop at least for a few seconds, right?
Yeah, dry air. How many degrees? 5,
yeah,
6, 7
5,
degrees
6,
here?
8 degrees maybe.
Yeah.
And we would appreciate that right now because it's getting hot in this sun.
That's
But
true.
we're
It
glad
is
that we have it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But it's all about this path of totality, Ryan. You want to tell us a little bit
That's
about
right.
that?
So 53 of Arkansas's 75 counties, as Chris mentioned just a little bit ago, are in the path, including cities like Little Rock, Hot Springs, Texarkana, Conway, and Jonesboro. That means we've got front row seats to a solar show as it darkens the sky. And some locations, as you just heard, for more than 4 minutes.
Wow.
Now, Barry, we were talking earlier, and you mentioned that back in 2017, you kind of saw the partial eclipse. I saw the partial eclipse. I was at the ABC station in Cincinnati, Ohio,
Right.
and there wasn't as much fanfare then as we're seeing now with schools closings, business closings, and highways closed.
Yeah. Because the difference is, again, if you're 65 or 80 or 90%, it's kind of a novel thing. If you're in totality, it's a completely different thing. And so, yeah, even 6 months ago, we were in Birmingham, and even in Arkansas, there was a partial eclipse. You could barely tell any difference.
Right. Well, that path of totality is about 100 miles wide. And again, the closer you are to the center, the better it is. So, like, if you're in South Arkansas, for instance, if you're in DeQueen, you get 4 minutes and 17 seconds of totality. But if you're over in Hope, it's a minute and 40 seconds.
Right.
If you're at Lake Ouachita, it's 4 minutes and 1 second. If you're in Arkadelphia, it's about half that time. It's about 2 minutes and 1 second. So it really does depend on where you are. But everybody in the path is going to get a great show.
How much right here, Chris May?
Well, let's see. You tell me, meteorologist. We're going to get, what, close to 2 minutes?
No,
minutes.
we'll
Oh,
be
no.
at
Close to
4
4
minutes
Yeah.
and 17 seconds
Unbelievable.
here on Petty. We are so right in the middle of the path, and you think about a big ball moving up across the state, you want to be in the fattest part of the ball, not on the sides
Yes.
as it comes through.
So Morrilton, Clinton, Mountain View, Heber Springs,
Russellville.
Mammoth Springs, right
Yep.
through the state. It's just going to be a great light
And
show
it
to
moves
watch.
so quickly, too. The totality in Hot Springs is 1 minute before it gets here.
Yeah.
And then it's 1 minute to the next city. So it is such a quick change as well.
1,700 miles an hour. So when it happens here, and we'll be broadcasting during it, we've got studio lights on us. We're going to shut those down at some point because coming from that direction, the shadow will fly toward us. I mean, it's shocking how quickly it happens.
Now, Melinda, you mentioned on Daybreak how we won't see another eclipse like this
That's
for
right.
20 to 21 years.
Guys,
after today.
you better see it today because we're going to have to wait
Enjoy it.
21 years for the next one until 2045. I said I will be 80 years old at that point.
Yes.
Barry, you'll be right there
I'll
close
be
to me.
81.
I don't believe that
the
for
Lord,
one
the
second.
Lord willing.
You guys will still be at Channel 7,
Oh.
we hope.
We're holding on for dear life right now. We'll see you in 20 years. Hey, if you're watching in Little Rock, you'll get 2 minutes and 20 seconds of totality there. It begins at 1:51 p.m. The maximum light is at 1:52, and it ends at 1:54, so there's going to be a lot to see. The Channel 7 news team is spread out all over the state tonight, covering all of the greatest events around the state. Lisa Hudson and Andrew Mobley are in Conway. They're on the campus of the University of Central Arkansas, which has just been buzzing with activity. Our Kayla Christian is in Hot Springs at Oaklawn Park tonight. Hot Springs National Park, by the way, one of 2 national parks in the path of totality. Ashley Lunningham is standing by in her hometown of Russellville, where a mass wedding is going to take place. That should be a lot of fun. And Emma Allen has set up shop in Little Rock at the Clinton Presidential Library. The crowds out there earlier today were just enormous. All of downtown Little Rock has been buzzing all weekend with a lot of anticipation for this eclipse.
We have
Where-
a lot of families that have come out here, and
Yes.
some of our researchers as well with telescopes, with those filtered telescopes.
Exactly.
So they know what they're doing, and everybody's got their glasses and looking up every once in a while just to see where it is right now.
So get your glasses. Now you can start to see the eclipse. If you have a tree in the yard and the leaves are starting to come out, you'll see little images in between of the sun being eclipsed coming through those little areas of light through. So it's it's pretty amazing. You don't even have to look at it. You'll have that opportunity as well. And there was one other thing I was going to be talking about, but there's so many things that occurred to me
along the
during it.
path of the totality, you start to see kind of long, wavy shadows, especially on white cars, white buildings.
Yep.
Look for that. There's a couple other things along the way that we'll talk about as we get into it.
Well, even at this point, it's looking like kind of a very fullish crescent moon, but the changes have already
Right.
started. It's very exciting.
Yeah,
Chris,
in a
you
little bit,
mentioned-
I think you'll see the blue sky and all the bright green colors. I think they'll start to be muted just a little bit. I don't know how else to say it, but that's kind of one thing that I've noticed
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay.
Well, as you just mentioned, one of the best places to watch this eclipse is right from your backyard.
Yeah, you don't have to go far. That's what our colleagues, Beth Hunt and meteorologist James Bryant, have done there in the backyard at the KATV studios down in Riverdale. Let's go down to them. Happy Eclipse Day to you both.
Happy Eclipse Day. It's finally here. And I guess you could say the state has been waiting more than 100 years for this event because that was the last time that a total solar eclipse occurred here in Arkansas back in 1918. And by all accounts, that event was a bit of a dud because of cloud cover. And we were worried about that a little bit leading up to this day. But for a lot of areas in the path of totality, it's turned out beautiful.
It really has. We were concerned, it's going to be a busy weather week. We're going to have lots of rain. Last week was so beautiful, and you don't just get a ton of blue sky days this time of year, but high-level cloud cover does not ruin the day. We've got some very high-level cirrus clouds coming through, and it doesn't affect our ability through these glasses to look at the sun and view the partial eclipse. So it's really, I think, going to work out well for most everybody in totality.
Yeah, and listen, we need to talk about safety. You mentioned these
Yes.
glasses, and when watching the eclipse today, you'll of course need some of these. If you don't have them, you can make a homemade projector, one of those pinhole projectors. We showed you how to make those on Good Afternoon Arkansas last week. You can watch that video over on our website. Regular sunglasses, though, no matter how strong you think they are not going to work in this situation. Experts also say to not use eclipse glasses or handheld viewers with cameras, binoculars, telescopes. Those require different types of solar filters. View the sun through eclipse glasses or a handheld solar viewer during the partial eclipse, which is right now before and after totality. But when the moon completely obscures the sun's bright face, that is the moment that you can view the eclipse directly without eye protection. That is the brief and spectacular period known as totality. But as soon as you see just a little bit of that bright sun peeking through, you need to immediately put on your solar eclipse glasses or go back to whatever handheld solar device that you have.
Yep, it's very important, especially with kids, that you tell them it's very important that you have your solar eclipse glasses on. You're not looking around it, and anytime you look at the sun, maybe it's not even a good idea to just take these and just look at the sun for the next hour. Take glances, look back down. The sun is a powerful thing. We never look directly at it. You don't want to start today. You want to make sure you've got your glasses, then take them off during the total part. It's going to be an amazing sight.
And kids all across the state, come over here, Wyatt. My middle child is here today. As you probably know, more than 100 schools have canceled classes today, so students can experience this. They've been studying about it. What are you most excited about?
The moment of totality.
The moment of totality, and that's what we've been talking about. It's going to be quite an event, and it's something that kids all across the state are going to remember forever.
Yes, and hey, this time we only have to wait 21 years till the next one.
Yeah. This one will be about 30 years old then. That's crazy to think about. But listen, we're going to be viewing it here. You come back to us if you need us, but I know we have our team spread all across the state. You have a lot more people to get to. We're going to send it back up to you on Petit Jean Mountain, guys.
Okay, Beth, and cheers to Wyatt. I know you've been working on that moment for a while, and he delivered. He came through. But y'all have a great time there as well. And again, Bear, you mentioned this to me. You don't want to spend all that much time, as James said, staring at the sun even with your glasses on. Right?
You know, sun is so powerful, and I read an article about this, and it just said you could totally look at it. Don't just keep looking and keep looking and keep looking. Give your eyes a rest, a chance to recover just a little bit. So that's the safety part. The other thing is, it's really uncomfortable to look at the sun.
It is.
So that's the natural reaction, is to look away if you happen to look at it.
But there is already something to see. We were all looking at it during that segment, and just we're amazed by what's already happening out here in Arkansas. You know, what's really so fascinating about all this is and that is the fact that a solar eclipse is unique to the Earth. This cannot happen anywhere else, and let's show you exactly why here. The sun is about 400 times the diameter of Earth's moon, but the sun is also about 400 times farther away from us than the moon, and that's why in our sky the sun and the moon are pretty much the same size. This is an arrangement that is not shared by any other planet or moon in our solar system, so to see something like this, you got to be right here on Mother Earth. And we're glad to be here to see it for ourselves.
We are.
Yeah.
And it only happens during a new moon. And at 1:20 today, 7 minutes, we are at new moon, which is the moon completely facing, the lit part of the moon completely facing away. It can only happen during that time. So here we are, and the eclipse is right with it.
We know there has been a lot of hype, and some people are just ready for the hype to be over.
Exactly.
But everyone who has been through it says it exceeds the hype.
Yes.
If you see it, it really is the one of the things that exceeds the hype in this world.
I think so.
It makes it all worth it for sure. Well, we know that an eclipse is one of nature's most exciting and spectacular events, but it's not just engaging and fun for us, it's also educational. Colleges and universities are using this eclipse as a hands-on learning experience. In fact, for both students and scientists in a lot of Arkansas schools, today is really the culmination of years and years of research and planning. Let's take Arkansas State University, for instance. They selected not one, but 2 teams to send helium balloons into the atmosphere to study the eclipse. The balloons carry video systems, GPS transmission equipment, and other scientific devices that study the eclipse and how it affects our surroundings.
So Harding University is another Arkansas college that offers STEM programs with NASA, giving students the opportunity to participate in real research. For example, they're working with NASA on water treatment programs. One such program is disinfecting water at the International Space Station. Harding also has student ambassadors working the Eclipse. Harding has a rich history of working with NASA, even going back to the 60s and working on the Apollo missions.
Absolutely. They are so proud of that relationship there at Harding with NASA. But really, I don't know, guys, if there is any college or university in Arkansas that is more excited about this day and this event than the University of Central Arkansas. The campus in Conway has just been buzzing all weekend long, and it is today as well. In fact, there is so much happening there that we dispatched not one,
time, and then knowing that for some people this may be the only time they get to see a total solar eclipse. So I'll be 61 the next time a total solar eclipse happens in Arkansas, so it's definitely a day we're going to remember.
Yeah, I really feel it. It's so fun to see all the kids get so excited about it too. I mean, all ages, from kids all the way up to the older adults. I mean, there's a sense of anticipation of what we're about to witness all together.
And thankfully you can already feel it cooling down out here.
Yeah, the breeze is nice.
With the partial eclipse starting happening, you can start to feel the temperature change right now. So imagine what it'll be like during totality.
Oh my goodness, yeah, just it'll just 20 to 30 degrees probably drop. It'll be just incredible to experience that. Well, thank you so much, Amy, for having us on campus today and to share this with us. We're happy to be here and to share it with you guys. I mean,
Well, thank you for being here. We're pleased to host you at UCA, and best of luck with the rest of your day.
absolutely. Thank you so much, Amy. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Lisa, thank you so much for that. So we were just talking during Lisa's live shot. You can already start to feel the effects of the eclipse happening right here on Petty Jean.
It's just a little cooler.
It is.
It is.
I
We love
could
it.
feel the sun on my back so hot when we first came on, and now I don't feel it as much.
And
the trees
everybody-
look darker as
Yeah.
well.
Everybody in the state, go outside, look around. Does the sky look quite as blue? Do the trees look quite as green? It's almost like the colors start to get a little bit muted. Like, I don't know what the effect is,
Yes.
but I've noticed that several times, and I think that's just one of the deals, but it's kind of fun.
Well, you're the only one who has been through this before, so take us back to 2017, and you were up in your hometown.
Yeah, near my hometown. It was right in the middle. It was not nearly as long as the totality will be here, but if we could take computer number 2, I just want to show just some highlights of that. It was cloudy that day. It was raining, but during it, there were breaks, and you could see it. But you could see as it gets pretty dark pretty quick, and you can see that little light right at the end, right before you can take your glasses off. It's called the diamond ring effect.
ring.
And Chris, I think we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But I'm going to show you a time lapse of it, and we catch just the beginning. See if I can get it to go here. Look at the cloud. There was clouds there that day, but look how dark.
Yeah.
So there it was the effect of the clouds and the eclipse, and then it's over. It doesn't last forever, folks,
Right.
but it is shocking.
It looked like a scene from a horror movie.
It is. It is eerie. I will give you that. That's a great thing.
Well, and that's an interesting point because there are a lot of myths and misconceptions that come along with eclipses. You know, the ancient Greeks believed that they were examples of the gods being angry with humans and they were taking away the sun. In some cultures, there are tales of space creatures that eat up the sun, and people do rituals on Earth to get them to spit it back out. There's even an old German mythology story that describes the sun and the moon as a married couple, and that one rules during the day and one rules at night, and when they come together for companionship, that's when an eclipse happens.
Interesting.
And
Wow.
I think that this is a story that might go over especially well in the city of Russellville today because we have a lot of couples who are marking the occasion of this eclipse by coming together and having a mass wedding ceremony. Channel 7's Ashley Lunningham, who is a Russellville native, joins us now with more on what's going on there. Hi, Ashley.
Hey, Chris. Yeah, it has been quite a day. Brides and grooms have been filing in today to the soccer complex here in Russellville to get married. But first, I wanted to talk to some visitors who are here to see the solar eclipse. I'm here with Mark and Jim. Guys, y'all are not here from Arkansas, so tell me where you're from.
I'm from Lee Summit, Missouri, which is a suburb of Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay. All right.
Same area.
Place.
So.
Same place. So why did y'all decide to come here?
Well, we saw the total eclipse in 2017 and wanted to experience it again to see what the great creation that the Lord made many thousands of years ago. It's just you can't explain it.
All right, awesome. And so is this the first time you've seen a solar eclipse before?
No, we saw one in 2017 in central to eastern Missouri about 7 years ago. So the next one after this I'd be like 87 years old, so I probably won't be around to see it, so I figured I better come now.
Absolutely. I mean, hey, if 87, right?
Yeah.
It'll be 87. I mean, if you make it, are you going to go? Are you going to go to the total solar eclipse again?
Well, I don't think I'm able to ride my bicycle that far this time, so probably not.
So you rode your bicycle here?
No, I didn't.
I was like, that is a
would be
long
impressive.
trek. So how have you liked it so far? Have y'all had fun here?
Yeah.
I think this has been awesome. I love your town, but I think the biggest thing, solar eclipses are super awesome. But from a marriage standpoint, men, don't tell your wives to wear the glasses. Every time I'm done, I come back better and better looking to my wife. So, super win. Trust me.
Absolutely. Right, guys. And now, speaking of marriage, behind us right now, they are getting ready to have a mass ceremony of couples that are getting married at the same time for the solar eclipse. Did y'all know about that before you got here?
I did not. No, it's all new.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about kind of being a part of that and seeing that firsthand here, this unique event?
It's interesting. I would have never thought this would be an event that you'd come to get married in, but why not, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Once in a lifetime. All right. Guys, what do y'all plan to do for the rest of the day after the solar eclipse?
Well, we've got a little bit of a drive home, so we're going to head back to Kansas City.
Well, what was it? We actually got some snacks from my sister-in-law, Brandy, and that was a Capri Sun. What were the other ones?
Cookies and brownies.
Yep, the star brownies.
I see something on your lips. It's blue. What did you eat today? What was it?
Ice cone.
Okay, snow cone.
Yep.
Absolutely. Was it good? Okay, absolutely. All right, guys. Well, what was the best thing today that you experienced out here so far?
Just being here with family and other people that are here to experience the event and just to peek at the sun on occasion to see it happening. So, yeah.
We're pretty awesome. We're pretty lucky to have a awesome family, and we do these trips all the time. And I'm an in-law, and I'm able to say that, so it's a pretty awesome family. So we'll keep it going.
Yeah, I have 3 son-in-laws. This one's my least favorite, but we brought him along anyway.
It's the truth, though.
Yeah. Hey, lucky for you, he brought you along.
Yeah, I still made it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for visiting here in my hometown, and I'm so glad you enjoy it.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
And the ceremony right now for the mass weddings is continuing right now behind me. We'll have more on that. For now, live in Russellville on your side, I'm Ashley Lunningham.
All right, Ashley, thank you so much. Our best wishes to all of the happy couples there who made this a day to remember for sure.
Wow.
I don't think they will ever forget the day that they got married.
That's
They
right.
should.
I said, buy him a T-shirt so he'll always remember your wedding day, right?
right.
Just look at your shirt. That's when we got married.
No doubt. Well, we are here on the shores of Lake Abbey here at the Winthrop Rockefeller Institute in Conway County, an absolutely beautiful setting for the eclipse. We are joined behind us here by a group of scientists from all over the country. The Rockefeller Institute is hosting the Arkansas Space Grant Consortium right now, which is a nationwide network funded by NASA to enhance aerospace science and technology in America. So we're glad to be joined by, we can draw off their expertise as well as the expertise of the two of you. So that's nice to have.
Well, we're all in this together. I mean,
Sure.
I've been through it, but I asked some of the folks over here, I said, what do you notice? And one of them said, it's starting to get a little bit dimmer. And I said, do you notice that everything's not quite as vibrant, the colors? Yeah. And then one said, hey, I think it's getting cooler.
Yeah.
And it's a south wind, but it's a cool wind.
It's a cool breeze. We had kind of hot wind earlier.
Yeah.
It went calm, and now we sort of have a cool breeze. So they're kind of noticing all that along with us. I went back and watched on YouTube, since I had not been through one, to sort of see what a crowd reaction was.
Yes.
And I think it was from South Carolina, 2017, Totality, and how everybody was just in awe and wonder when it got dark. When the sun started to make its return, they cheered for it. It was almost an emotional cheer for the sun, really the giver of life for us.
Absolutely. It's this emotional response, and I don't know, it kind of puts it puts you in perspective of, wow, there's a lot more out there than just me in my little world that I live in.
It is a unique human experience for sure. And it's great that schools across Arkansas have let out today so that school children can be out. They can experience this with their parents and have some learning lessons. I had to have a talk with my daughter about not using her iPhone.
Exactly.
And she said, well, can I use my digital camera? I was like, no, don't. I said, you will find pictures online. Just leave that to the expert.
Put your cameras down.
Yes.
Put your cameras down during it.
We say that anyway all the time to our children.
Put down your phones.
Really do it and just experience it with your glasses and with the people around you.
Yeah, this is something to be seen for sure. Well, the eclipse and Arkansas's place in this path of totality has really been a boon for tourism in Arkansas. The estimates were for between 300,000 and 1 million people to visit our space in our state in order to see this. However many come, However many come, though, we're glad to have them. Little Rock, we know, is a very popular destination. There have been eclipse-related events going on around the city all this weekend. Our Emma Allen is standing by now at the Clinton Presidential Library, where we know they are having a great time on the banks of the Arkansas River. Emma?
Good afternoon, Chris. You could say it's popping out here. And another thing that's popping is Mr. Steve's shirt. He is out here from Missouri. Tell us, why did you come to Arkansas for this eclipse?
I was at the last one in 2017 in Missouri, in Jefferson City, Missouri, in the capital. It is life-changing. We couldn't describe it. It's a religious experience when the moment actually happens. And at the time, we all looked at our calendars and said, when's this going to happen again? And we found out it was going to happen in 2024. That seemed like eons from now. But we chose Little Rock to show up.
Awesome. So why Little Rock? What?
It's sort of close from St. Louis, although I'm here with my kids who are from New York and from Traverse City, Michigan, Kansas City, and San Diego. So we're here from a long way away. We decided on Little Rock. I've never been here. What friendly people, what a great place. Went to the Clinton Library yesterday, just having a great time.
Awesome. We love to hear that. So tell us about the experience for our viewers that don't know. They've never seen a total solar eclipse. What is it like? What happens?
We have a saying in our family, totality or bust. And we've been saying that since 2017. For those folks who think, 50% is okay, you're experiencing 50% right now. It is not life-changing. It is nothing. If you look at the sun with your glasses on, you can see that the sun is halfway covered. But you'll feel it when this happens. At totality, when it gets dark, when you can look up and hopefully you'll see stars. You'll hear the cicadas come out. The community here, and it is a sense of community, part of why we're here, it's almost a religious experience. And then it'll start to get light, and you'll hear the birds start to chirp, and you'll think something greater than yourself is going on here.
Awesome. So would you say you and your family, are y'all eclipse chasers?
I don't know that I'd go to Europe to see one, but if I were choosing when I was going to go to Europe and that was an opportunity, yeah, it might be a good excuse. When we found out that one was going to happen, so they don't happen very often. And from 2017 to 2024, yeah, we put it on our calendar, and we were definitely eclipse chasers this year.
All right. Well, I've got one more question for you. I see your shirt. I heard that the colors of your shirt can kind of reflect the way you see the moon and the sun, the eclipse better. Is that why you chose to wear this colorful shirt?
I chose to wear this because it was in my closet this morning, but God be known, all my kids said I made a great choice. Yeah. So there you go.
Awesome. I love that I can pick you out so fast for this interview. Thank you so much. Is there anything else y'all are going to do while y'all are here?
I want to say thank you to all you fine folks. It has been a trip here in Arkansas, and go Arkansas Razorbacks, Fayetteville. Are you kidding me? Coach Cal coming here? I just heard that. Congratulations. Even from a Mizzou guy, that's a lot of fun.
Wow, can we call the Hogs?
Yeah, go Hogs.
All right, I'll send it back to you guys.
All right. Emma, thanks very much. Have a great time down there. 2 minutes and 20 seconds, once again, of totality for the folks in Little Rock. And what a great scene there at the amphitheater. You look at that, it reminds you of the old Riverfest days or the opening of the Clinton Library when you just see thousands and thousands of people downtown on a beautiful day. It's a great scene for sure.
Makes you think of those big concerts we used to go downtown to see all the time.
Yes, exactly. Those
are
the days.
A concert in the skies today.
And Chief, you wanted us to stand up so we could be mobile when the eclipse happens here in about 10 to 15 minutes.
I did. It just felt like, because we're spectators too.
Sure.
And I wanted to just be able to experience, because it's going to be coming from that way. That shadow is going to be coming across. And again, it's startlingly fast. But what about 75%? We just looked through our glasses, maybe 75%. I think we have a camera shot
we'll take a look.
The sun. And, oh, wow. Yeah, I believe this is going to happen.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think we're there.
Those who doubted, it is going to happen, and it's happening very soon.
And the great thing is, we know 100 years from now, and 1,000 years from now, and 10,000 years from now, exactly down to the minute when it's going to happen then. Because the solar system is very predictable in that way, and Wow, that is pretty cool.
It is beautiful.
But if you think it's cool now, hang on.
You just wait. And yeah, once again, this is a live shot. You were looking at a camera from Riverdale, showing the moon moving across the face of the sun. We're about a little less, I guess, now than 20 minutes away from when we believe totality will occur, and it is going to be something special to see.
Some might say Mother Nature at her finest
Yes.
right now on display.
Yeah, no question, no question. Well, once again, we're coming to you from the Winthrop Rockefeller Institute in Conway County. A beautiful place to watch this event today. Another great place to be would be in a national park, to be out in nature, to be away from the crowds, to be out on your own. There are only 2 national parks in the country that are in the path of totality today. One of those is in Ohio. The other right here in Arkansas, and that is Hot Springs National Park. Our Kayla Christian has made the trip down to Oaklawn Park, both the city and the park, putting on a lot of events for this eclipse. And Kayla joins us now with the latest from Oaklawn. Hi, Kayla.
Hi, Chris. Yes, I am out here at Oaklawn right now. As you can see, we're sitting here, right here on the lawn. They actually opened up the infield so everyone can get here and get the most perfect spot for this total eclipse. Now, let me tell you, there are so many people who have been here all morning. They have been lining up, just making sure they can get a good spot. Everyone's getting spaced out. You have people looking up at the sun right now, just really taking in this once-in-a-lifetime event, but for some, it's a second-in-a-lifetime event, just like the tourists that I have here with me. I actually have a visitor, Sammy Crum. So, Sammy, you said that you actually experienced a total solar eclipse once before. Let's talk about it.
Yes, I experienced it back in 2017. It went directly over my hometown in East Tennessee. We came 9 hours to experience again. It's wonderful. I would recommend it for anyone. It's already starting to get dark. We can already hear birds chirping a little bit, crickets starting. It's amazing.
So who do you have out here with you today?
Got my sister Raven, her girlfriend Madison. Yep.
And so why is it so important to be out here and experience this with people that you care about?
Well, it's something to talk about in the future. The next one's not going to happen until 2045. So it's kind of not very many people get to see one.
So how lucky do you feel that this is the second time you're getting to see one?
Very lucky. Probably one and way up there. It's a rare occurrence.
And so there are a lot of folks at home who are watching right now, so tell them why they should either keep watching here or make sure they get out and see it themselves.
You should absolutely go outside. You don't know what you're missing. I mean, it's wonderful how it turns dark in the middle of the day. Yeah, so fun.
So tell us exactly what it feels like when totality hits. I mean, paint the scene for us because we're about to see it right now. It's getting dimmer, but just talk about it. What are we in for?
Well, I believe here in Hot Springs, totality is at 151. You'll hear crickets beginning to chirp, bees will start flying, birds will get confused. It'll get pitch dark. It's like it's another worldly experience.
And so Oaklawn has a lot going on. You can hear behind us there are people talking, there are bands playing. There's so much going on. So what else do you plan to do while you're here in Arkansas after the totality hits?
Well, we came to Hot Springs, Arkansas specifically to enjoy the state park and to enjoy the hot springs. This is one state park I haven't been to. I've been to all 50 states, but I've never actually been to this specific area in Arkansas.
Yeah, so this is really exciting for you. So you're getting to experience nature in all kinds of different ways. So we're sitting here out on the lawn right now. Just talk about what the atmosphere is like.
Well, so far, everybody seems like they're in their own world, thinking about how it's about to get dark. Everybody's staring at the sky. It just seems like everybody's just having a wonderful time.
And there are, again, just hundreds of people out here, countless, just looking up at the sky, taking photos. And of course, we have our glasses out here. We have filters out here for the phones to make sure that when we're taking pictures that it's not damaging cameras and things like that. So everyone has their glasses on, and they've made announcements to make sure that everyone is staying as safe as possible. And it's just a really great time out here. I know there are even some people out here getting massages while the totality is hitting. Just a lot to experience, and it's definitely a great moment for everyone. So we're excited here in Hot Springs at Oaklawn. On your side, I'm Kayla Christian.
Okay, are they giving out free massages around here anywhere? How did we miss out on that? Hey, we don't want to miss out on what is going on right now in Russellville. Let's take a live look at the mass wedding that is taking place in conjunction with the great North American eclipse. What did we say, 300 couples? 300 couples. Tying the knot today on a day that will be memorable for them, not just for their wedding, but for an eclipse that will certainly not be forgotten anytime soon.
So I was wondering what the couples would be wearing, and as you can see, some are in full suits.
Yes.
The ladies are in
They got
nice
the veils.
gowns.
There's a gown, yeah.
And then others are in tank tops and shorts, I think. You know, it's going to be a little bit of everything. It's the Arkansas wedding. Everything goes.
Does this count as eloping? I don't know. Maybe you plan around this, but
Now,
congratulations,
you mentioned
everybody.
that this sort of reminds you of the Moonies.
Well, do you remember, you're about my age, do you remember the Moonies? It was sort of a cult.
Sure, right,
that's
yeah.
right.
70s, maybe early. We're taking you way
Right, no,
back.
yes.
And
history.
they routinely had mass stadium weddings all at one time.
Exactly.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Not necessarily timed around an eclipse, but
exactly.
just,
It happened quite often. So Ashley was asking me, I wonder how they're going to do this. So I showed her a picture from one of those and said, it may be something like this, where all the vows happen at the same time.
Right.
I wonder if they want to get done with the vows so that then they can actually experience the eclipse.
Right. That makes sense.
I don't know.
I think so.
I'm wondering, after you have a mass wedding like this, where do they go for the honeymoon? How do you
a mass
top this?
honeymoon?
I don't know.
Maybe they get on a plane and follow the path of totality
Out of
up
Arkansas
through-
because the
up through
hotel rooms are
Newfoundland.
too expensive.
Yeah,
All
right.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Today?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to look here.
Well, listen, we can tell you this: the conditions here have changed dramatically. It has gotten very still. There's no wind, and you mentioned there's a reason for that.
Yeah, that produces wind. Uneven heating of the Earth from the sun. That's what kind of produces wind, and you're not seeing that. It still looks more and more dull. The color is just muted here.
Right. It's fantastic. If you haven't stepped outside yet, now's the time. Put on those glasses. Take a look at what's going on in the skies.
Yeah.
It is truly, truly amazing. Let's go back to Conway and the campus of the University of Central Arkansas, where Lisa Hudson and Andrew Mobley are standing by now. Sounds like they're having a great time with more on what's going on there. Hi, guys.
Hey, Chris. Yes, it is a great time out here at UCA. They've got the music jamming. We're able to see a close-up from the UCA Observatory as the eclipse is happening, which is so cool. Caitlin's here. My goodness, Caitlin, tell us what brings you out today.
I am volunteering with the university. I work in the admissions office, and I'm just out here ready to welcome anybody from everywhere to experience this solar eclipse with us.
Yeah, what's so incredible, you guys have been planning this for a very long time and preparing because you knew you were going to be in the path of totality, all gearing up for all of these people, and behind us, it's been incredible to see it kind of fill up like throughout the last hour or so. And everyone, Chris had mentioned a little bit ago that it's getting really still there at Petit Jean, and it's kind of, you can kind of feel it here too a little bit.
It's getting darker, it's getting quieter, everybody's getting ready for the moment. We're super excited about it.
Yeah, we're looking at the clock, 1:42 right now, so we're counting down. We're
counting down.
Yeah.
Yes, we've been welcoming people. I met a family from Virginia this morning. I met a family from California. So we've got both coasts covered right here in Arkansas, which is super exciting.
Yeah, how cool is it too to have all these people come and experience the natural state for this moment?
It warms my Arkansas heart to have this happening and to welcome all these people from all over the country to experience this moment with us. I'm super, super excited to represent UCA and to represent the state of Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean, it really is a great time to shine and to feel a part of something that is so massive for everyone.
Absolutely. This is wilder than we could have expected. We're so excited to have so many people here to experience this, and it's a great day to be a bear, even when it's dark outside.
Yes, we've got our Eclipse glasses. I've been trying them on. Andrew, have you tried yours on?
I have, and the UCA ones are the best.
They are. I love the bear with the glasses on. It is so great. But I mean, honestly, I mean, when you look up and you, it's like, wow, it's an incredible view. It's something that it really is undescribable right now. And we haven't even hit totality yet.
Not yet. And you can feel like it's gotten cooler out here. It's weird lighting right now. I don't know if you can tell, but it's weird lighting. So we're super excited for it to get dark and sit in silence and kind of be in awe of nature.
Yeah, I think that is the moment that everyone is really looking forward to. That moment of collective joy, that moment of humanity being still at the same time to witness this. I mean, it almost makes me tear up just thinking about it, you know, because when does this happen?
When does it happen?
When do we all just stop for a minute and realize we're human and we're all experiencing the same thing?
And it's literally the power of alignment. We're all here together. We're all here at the same time, and we get to witness this together from all corners of the United States. So, again, just awe-inspiring to be here. Very, very excited.
What do you think about it, Andrew?
Well, I gotta say, I don't know of a university that's done more than UCA to prepare for the eclipse. I mean, the number of events, I can't even remember them all. They have a Barcanalia over there just for like folks with their dogs. I don't know anybody else that's done that, so.
Exactly.
Got a lot going on, and we're supporting local businesses with all of our food trucks, the vendors. We've got local artists here. Barcanalia, like you said, we've got pets up for adoption. Like, we're just taking advantage of everyone being here and showcasing what we have to offer here in Arkansas.
Oh, you can hear the announcement coming over the loudspeaker right now. Totality begins in 5 minutes, and you can hear like the wave. Oh, wow. I'm just now really noticing whenever I look out how the dusk is kind of falling. I'm looking at our photographer, Rich, right now. He's looking around too like, whoa, is it my eyes? What's going on? I mean, it really is incredible to see how many people are standing around and kind of feeling the same kind of eeriness. We knew this is what would happen, but to actually feel it in the moment,
and experience it. Yes, absolutely. Again, so excited.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a great day to be a bear.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great day to be a bear. Oh, man, incredible. Thank you, Kaylin, so much. We appreciate it. Oh, wow. What do you think, Andrew?
Well, there's a lot more people out here now than there were when we got here. Honestly, it was almost kind of underwhelming at first because there's only a couple of blankets out here, but they really came out kind of exponentially here towards the eclipse.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can see behind us. Oh, okay, gotcha. We're having a few little mic problems, so we'll do that one. If you look behind us, you can see everyone kind of just laying out and relaxing, kind of just putting those glasses on and looking up at the sky. Again, I mean, less than 5 minutes to go. It's undescribable, honestly. I mean, which is difficult to do since we're trying to communicate an experience. You got to step outside and you got to watch it. I mean, especially got to make sure you have your glasses on. But the feeling, that stillness, I can feel the breeze getting cooler, and it is quiet. I really want to look up and see what nature does in this moment. You know, we've heard, you know, what will the birds do? What will happen in just 6 minutes? I guess we're all going to find out together.
I guess so.
Yeah, pretty incredible. All right, well, we're going to send it back to you guys. We're here at Conway at UCA, and just an incredible experience. We're nearing totality, and I tell you, I got to put these glasses on and experience it myself. I hope you guys are doing it too.
Okay, friends. Wow. Thanks so much. And we are so close at this point to totality. You see the sun and the moon coming together on your screen right now. It's a really incredible experience.
You can feel it almost.
We've turned the lights off,
Yep.
the lights that were kind of lighting our face, to just give you a true sense of how dark it's getting. But we're at 96.7%. This is not good enough.
It's odd, but
pretty
it's
good,
not
but it's
amazing
great. Yeah.
yet. And that just shows you how much light we're still getting from that little sliver of the sun.
A tiny sliver. So what you're going to see as you look, and if you've got your glasses, you're going to look, and it's now the crescent's getting shorter and shorter. You'll see one little last bit, and it's called the diamond ring effect.
Right.
And you'll see one little last spot, and once that goes away, take your glasses off and enjoy it. But look how we've got our camera now. Now it's starting to get dark, and we're very, very close. Like 2 minutes away, you'll really start to see. But 97%, You wouldn't need your headlights right now.
Right,
So to
exactly.
me, have you guys noticed how quiet it's
Yeah,
gotten
right,
as
sure.
it gets closer
Yeah.
and closer
Yeah.
and closer?
Yeah.
One other thing to look for is called Bailey's beads, and it was named for the British astronomer Francis Bailey, who first described them back in 1836. And this is because of the topography of the moon.
Right.
There are mountains, and then there are valleys and crevasses. Those will allow certain beams of light either to shine through or not to shine through, and they'll appear as little beads all around the surface of the moon. So look for Bailey's beads, and then, as Barry mentioned, the diamond ring effect, which will come in the final few seconds of totality.
All right.
And we are moving there rapidly.
It's going to be,
It's
it's
almost
very
here.
close now. And now the light is leaving the sky.
Wow.
Even at this, though, there's still a tiny bit, and it's still light outside. But now you can see how quickly this happens. I said when it gets to going, then
And
look
here
out.
it goes.
Barry, what is this over here?
Is that a star?
Yeah, you'll start to see
Yeah.
planets
Look
and
at the
stars,
stars.
Venus and Jupiter.
Oh my God.
Oh, look at the
Okay.
horizon, too. The horizon is
the
like
sunset.
It's
a
And then the
360
last
degree
little
sunset.
bit is going to go.
Oh my God.
And we have totality in
And there it is.
Arkansas. And take
Take
off
your
your glasses.
glasses.
There's the diamond ring
And
effect.
the diamond ring effect.
There it is.
Brilliant.
We've got 4 minutes of this. Enjoy.
We have 360 sunrise around us.
Yep.
Look in every direction.
Mm-hmm.
The
I've
colors
never
of the
seen
atmosphere.
anything like this, guys.
We have talked about this for years. Wow. And the moment is even better than you could have anticipated. Look at that.
The corona of the sun. You see the rays emitting out from the sun, the gas that emits out, and you're looking straight at it. We hear fireworks in the
Yes.
distance. Okay, there's Venus, there's Jupiter. And I think you'll start to see a few more stars then popping out as your eyes adjust.
There's one. Look how beautiful the horizon is if you're anywhere where you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah. Absolutely still. Listen for crickets and, the animals, insects, they think it's nighttime.
So once again, depending on where you are in Arkansas, this will last anywhere from 2 minutes to about 4 minutes and 15 seconds. But it's the best 4 minutes and 15 seconds of your life. Look at the craft. Is that I wonder if that's a satellite or a?
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, some of the people are saying what planets. I
What
think
planet? To the
big
right.
one to the right, I believe, is Jupiter, and then you've got, I believe, Venus over to the left side, if you're looking out there. I do have to tell you, I've experienced it without clouds and with clouds. And with clouds, you can't see it quite as well, but it's even darker outside. But this is, it's unbelievable. You can see little pieces of light coming. We're still not past. We still have plenty of time to go right here in the middle of the shadow.
I'm seeing a lot of flashes twinkling over here. I wonder if that's some of the craft that have been up to do research.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
I
they're
think so.
seeing
Balloons.
a lot of, some of the balloons.
This is a long 4 minutes.
First timers, how does it compare to your expectation?
I'm savoring every second of this. It's unbelievable.
I'm just hoping everything goes back to normal, Barry.
It's hard to believe it's 1:52 Central Time on a Monday afternoon in Arkansas, but it is. Totality is followed by third contact. That's when the moon will start to move away from the sun's disk, revealing the bright light. And as soon as you see that bright light again, you're going to want to put your Eclipse glasses back on to protect your vision. But in the meantime, we can savor this without the glasses.
I'll never forget this moment, sharing this with you guys, the team with the most experience.
Yeah.
It is a privilege.
This is an experience to add to that, for sure.
Yeah, you can tell. I think we're back up on camera, but you can tell just how dark it is. Now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but in the distance to the southwest, you're starting to see it getting a little bit lighter because the shadow's leaving that southwestern part of the state. I'm so glad that we're in the middle of the path, but no matter what it is, It's just amazing.
Well, we do hope that you're enjoying this at home as much as we are here in Conway County at the Winthrop Rockefeller Institute, Arkansas, as thousands, millions enjoy the path of totality through our state.
And Melinda, you mentioned that there is another city that will see
Yes.
eclipses.
Okay, here comes the diamond ring again, guys.
Oh,
Yep,
wow.
there it is. Time to put the glasses,
Put your glasses back on.
back on.
Yes, cheers.
And if you look back
now the light's
around,
back.
now the lights are coming back on, and it's that
my
just in
goodness.
reverse.
Wow.
I was almost stunned looking through my glasses as it began, and then when I took them down to see the eclipse in the sky was just an absolutely breathtaking experience.
And just as quickly it becomes light again.
Right.
To answer your question, Onyx,
Yes.
Arkansas in Yale County
Yeah.
will be the one city that gets both totality paths 21 years apart.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Well, we know where we're going to
A
be.
lucky town.
No doubt.
Sure.
Well, we can look around at some of the other locations around Arkansas. We're in Conway. We're in Hot Springs. We're in Little Rock. We're here just east of Pettigene State Park, enjoying this remarkable event with some remarkable people, scientists who've worked with NASA, who have come to Arkansas from all over the country. We still look rather in the shadows here in our
Right.
picture, but we can assure you that it is much brighter than it was certainly 3 minutes ago when this was happening. But what an experience! this
Yes,
was.
let's ask our friends here. What did you think?
So what you guys
What do you think? Very cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're veterans.
Yeah.
This is not their first rodeo,
I've
I
seen this
bet.
before.
It's so. Yeah, there's Conway, and how was it? What was the reaction of the crowd? Is Conway up there? What was the reaction?
Oh, look at it. They're still in the shadows there, yeah. Okay, we'll see if we can check in with them in a bit. You know, just for a little history here, historians and astronomers believe that the earliest eclipse happened in 2134 BC. The earliest predicted eclipse happened 759 years later in 1375 BC. But it's amazing to think that even at that point in our civilization, they were able to predict this kind of thing happening in the sky.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Well, it is predictable, and I think Conway's ready to go.
Okay. Let's check back in with Lisa
Conway.
and with Andrew. We
Hey,
hope you
guys.
all enjoyed the light show as much as we did.
Oh my goodness, Chris, this was incredible. The whole turf just got silent here at UCA. I mean, I think everyone just paused and looked up. I know, I think I screamed. I mean, just in an excitement and joy, just like everyone else. Wow, just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. You were just talking about that, Andrew. Like, people have told us that this could be like a spiritual experience, and you can almost kind of see it sweep over the crowd of just, whoa, what's happening? That sense.
I saw jaws actually drop.
Yeah, I mean, this has just been a beautiful, beautiful experience. I'm so happy that we had such great weather for this, that we were able to see this and experience this with so many people. Man, just beautiful. We'll send it back to you guys.
Okay, team. Thanks so much. Well, this has been a memorable experience. Been great to be with you all.
Yeah, I know.
You
Good
as
to experience
well.
it with people.
Yes.
And the reactions. Right.
The next total solar eclipse from the lower 48 will be in 2044, Montana and North Dakota. We'll have the front row seats for that, so make your plans now. Then the following year, in 2045, there will be another coast-to-coast total solar eclipse like the one we've just seen, and that has left us, so certainly with lasting memories. That's it for us for now. Stay with KATV throughout the day for coverage of the great North American eclipse, including the latest on traffic and weather. We're back on the air here at 3 o'clock with Good Afternoon Arkansas. Arkansas. And we, of course, are always on at KATV.com. For Ryan Houston, meteorologist Melinda Mayo, Chief Meteorologist Barry Brandt, I'm Chris May. Thanks for being with us for this Eclipse across Arkansas.